Hello, new and returning stylists. Oh my gosh, what an exciting night it is to really get your business started as far as I'm going to learn what I need to do to make my business successful. So, if you are new, if you are coming back to the business, or if you're just here for a refresher, this is the training for you. So my name is Michelle Zito. I'm your company vice president, and I'm here with Senior Division Jennifer Ewert. And together, the two of us are going to take you through everything you need to know in order to get your new or returning business off to a fantastic start. So we're going to get right to it. I hope that you have in front of you a piece of paper and a pen. There's going to be things you're going to want to take notes on. And then there's just going to be things that you're going to want to note where what you're going to need is. So we make it super easy for you. Now, we're going to dive right in because I know that you all joined this business to make money. So what we're going to start out with is how you get paid. So, you've probably already seen in some of the materials the term net and non, where it'll say like $90 net and non, or $90 net, or you see the N/N. That's net and non. That is one of the most important things you're going to want to learn right away. So Jen, let's share with them about net and non.
All right, you got it. So I am sure, well, first of all, welcome. I'm so glad that y'all are hanging out with us and just really investing into your business, because that's really what this next little bit will be. So welcome, everybody. Okay, so net and non. I am sure that so many of you have taken advantage of the Park Lane customer sale, right? Go ahead and put customer sale in the comments now. If you have shopped the 2 and 4 sale, the 6-pack sale, right? However you know it, you've done your 2 low priced items, you've done your 4 half price item, you've taken advantage of bonus items before. If you have done that, go ahead and let us know in the comments, because that is exactly how the net and non works, okay? Your 2 low priced items and your half price items are considered net. Net means that that's what you're going to see on your paycheck. That's what you're getting paid on. Okay. And then the non is going to be something like those bonus items, those pieces that are, $200 in value that you or your customers are paying $30 for. Those are considered non-commission, but they are really important. They're important because those non-commission items is what helps drive your net sales. So when a customer has to spend $90 to qualify for a bonus item, then they're spending $90 that you're getting paid on, right? That's huge. Or comment style drop if you have ever taken advantage of a style drop. You have gotten a special impression bracelet, right? You've done a honeycomb bracelet. Comment below style drop, because our style drops are also the actual pieces considered non-commission, but the $40 that you have to spend is net. So that is so generous of Park Lane to help us to build every sale that we get, to help build our paychecks, because the net is what we're making our paycheck on, our dollars on, okay? So that is a sale, the style drop. Let's also talk about our host rewards, okay? Because that's another place that you can get paid on, is our host rewards. That's amazing. So if you've hosted a party, maybe you just got done hosting a party, go ahead and put host rewards in the comments if you love our host rewards, because you can even make money there. So when a host is taking advantage of their half price items, that's showing up on your paycheck. When your host is grabbing any of their bonus items, their thank you items, when a host is grabbing style drops, those are non-commission, but you're still getting something super awesome that we're going to talk about later, where your non-commission items are still really important. Okay. And then lastly, I want to touch on our sparkle boxes. Our sparkle boxes are the best incentive ever, right? Like, that is the coolest exclusive club that you and your customers can be a part of. Your sparkle boxes And the people that end up subscribing to your Sparkle Boxes, those are going to be your biggest cheerleaders. Those are going to be the people that are tagging you on their personal timeline, on their story. As they're wearing their Sparkle Boxes and people are complimenting them, they're going to be the ones that are like, oh my gosh, you have to talk to my friend Michelle. Like, that's who I get them from. It's only $24 for the standard box, right? Because you have two options, the $24 standard box, or what I recommend every stylist grabbing is our $39 premium box. Because when you have the Sparkle Box, you can share the Sparkle Box and you can get subscribers, okay? So definitely recommend as a stylist that you are getting a Sparkle Box as well. So talk to your leader about when the best time to go ahead and grab your Sparkle Box is. But it's definitely something that you want to add. It's another one of those tax write-offs as a business expense that really makes a lot of sense to be able to get, so that you can share it and to continue your business. But that being said, Sparkle Boxes are this cool like net and non situation where you're not getting net pay on them. However, when you are going for your promotions like area and you need $5,000 in net sales to be able to promote, every single one of your Sparkle Boxes count towards net, which is a huge boost when you start to share Sparkle Boxes right away as a new stylist here at Park Lane. So don't forget to be sharing your Sparkle Boxes with every chance that you can. So that is net and non, Michelle.
Amazing. All right. So now that you know how you're getting paid, actually go ahead and comment, net and non. Like, give us a thumbs up if you get it. All right. And if not, of course, post questions and we can always come back to them. But that's how you get paid. Now we want to know when you're getting paid. So if you have a second device handy that you can grab, let's take a look at an April calendar. All right. So I'm just here on my phone. And so a Park Lane Pay Week runs Thursday through Wednesday. So that means that the last Wednesday of a given month is the last day of that month. So in order to know when April started, we need to know when did March end, right? So March ended then on March 27th. So that was the last Wednesday in March, which means the beginning of April was April 28th. So April week 1 is March 28th to April 3rd. That's week 1, Thursday to Wednesday. Then week 2 is April 4th to the 10th, Thursday to Wednesday. Week 3 is the 11th to the 17th. And then week 4 is the 18th to the 24th. So the last Wednesday in April is the 24th, which means that if you were to submit any business April 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, or 30th, that's all going to count to the first week of May. So May is going to be weird, right? Where May 1st is already like the first week of May is over, because May will be a 5-week month. This is a 4-week month. So if you want to get a paycheck on any given Friday, your business needs to be submitted by that previous Wednesday, because whatever's in by Wednesday, on Fridays, we get to go to the tools in the back office, see what our paycheck is, and then the direct deposits generally hit on Tuesday. So that is our calendar, Thursday to Wednesday, Thursday to Wednesday, Thursday to Wednesday. So the pay weeks for April are the week of the 3rd is week 1. When Park Lane says week of and they give a date, they're naming the date that week ends. So the week of the 3rd is week 1. The week ending the 10th is week 2. The week ending the 17th is the 3rd. The week ending the 24th is the 4th. Okay, so now that we know all of this, the net and non, when the weeks are, how about we start earning some free jewelry every single month? So Jen, I'm going to share my screen. Let's take them through some rich rewards.
Yeah. Listen, earning free jewelry never gets old, whether you have been here for 5 minutes, 5 years, or 5 decades. Like, we always want to be earning free jewelry, right?
We absolutely do. Now, when you get into your back office here, where I just click to get, when I click to get to this screen is right here, field interface. Okay, so here we are. And what's always at the top is the Style Boss News and the Loop. So just so that you know, the Style Boss News is what comes out the first Thursday of a Park Lane month. So in the case of April, this came out on March 28th, which was the first day of April in Park Lane World. And when we open this, what we see is the monthly magazine from Park Lane. I'm going to open that in a second. But what this one is, the Loop, see how Style Boss News is monthly news, the Loop is weekly. Every single Thursday morning, we open our eyes to exciting news, and it's going to be whatever is happening for that week. So sometimes we'll have a sale that is only a bonus whatever for 1 week. Sometimes we have a new style drop come out on a Thursday, or we have some sort of new stylist promotion that's happening. That happens, that information comes to us via email every Thursday morning. But in the event you don't see the email, can't find the email, or you're already in your back office anyway, you can always easily access the Loop right here in your back office. But we're going to open up the Style Boss News so that I can give you a kind of an overview here of what we see. So whatever's happening for that month as a monthly program is what you'll see first. So here we have, 2,000 in sales in the first 2 weeks, you earn this necklace. If you start a new stylist with 300 in sales, you as the recruiter earn this ring in the month of April. If you sell 5,000 in the whole month of April, you earn this cuff. If you do 10,000, you earn that bracelet. So the trip information is here. Everyone's eligible to earn the trip. This was something that was available to leaders that just recently finished. This is telling us what the sales were as of when this came out at the beginning of the month. So you'll see that the Style Boss News also kind of includes the Loop for the first, whatever was in the Loop that first week also. So they also kind of give you some bonus tips, right? Things like, what day is National Pet Day and all kinds of days you can do extra fun things that are upcoming, what supplies are available. And here's where we get to our Rich Rewards program. So let's talk about, go ahead and comment Rich Rewards if you are into earning some free jewelry every single month. So Jen, why don't we take them through this?
You got it. Okay, so as you kind of were scrolling, I hope that everybody noticed that N plus N, because you're going to see it here on this screen too. So any of the promotions that Park Lane does in any given month for any kind of trips or any extra jewelries besides just Rich Rewards, it always is N plus N. So that's why it's so important for us to always be talking about all of the different levels of the programs of the sale that we get to talk about. So it's not just about, the full price items and the half price items. It is also about the bonus items. It is about the sparkle boxes, because every single part of our program is going to help you to earn things like Rich Rewards. Rich Rewards is the greatest thing for us as stylists to keep our kits fresh, right? We can always be getting more jewelry to be able to show and to share. It also is the best way to be able to get giveaways. So if you have experienced any kind of generosity from your recruiter, your leader, our Shine On and Party group, right? If you have earned any prizes, most of those are because us as stylists make it our business to be earning Rich Rewards so that we can be generous with jewelry and be able to just gift so much back to our VIP groups, our Shine On and Party groups, all that great stuff, okay? So how do we earn it? Level 1 is a $250 shopping spree of your choice. And it says there $1,000 net non in the first 2 commission weeks. So let's go back to our calendar, right? When you sell $1,000 in net non in those first 2 calendar weeks. So we're going to see Wednesday, the first Wednesday of April would be the 3rd. The second Wednesday of April would be the 10th if we're looking at our April calendar. So that means that when you submit $1,000 in net non-sales by Wednesday, close of business on Wednesday night, then you are getting a $250 shopping spree. Now, here's the really cool thing. If you submit that $1,000 on, let's say you do it on the 5th, right? Then it takes about 24 hours for it to process. But as soon as you submit that $1,000 within the next 24 hours, you're going to have that $250 shopping spree available for you to claim. So you do not have to wait until the 10th to submit that $1,000. But as long as you do it by the second Wednesday of any calendar month, then you're going to go ahead and get that. Okay. The second level of Rich Rewards is a new piece of jewelry. Okay. In this case, we're getting the necklace and earrings. You do not want to miss out on this gorgeous Tiger's Eye mocha set. It is gorgeous. And so you're just going to add one more week. Okay. So in your first 3 calendar weeks, which in this case for April, if we're looking at that as an example, it would be the 17th. Okay. So the 17th would be your 3rd Wednesday. So really here at Park Lane, learn to count your Wednesdays and you're going to be golden, and you're just going to repeat that process every single month. Okay. So that is level 2. And then oftentimes that piece is then released the following month. Okay. All right. Level 3, more free jewelry. Okay. So when you do $4,000, you're getting a $300 shopping spree. Now, this one is one that is not to be held unto like a certain week. So if you do that $4,000 between, the 1st and the 4th or 5th, whatever it is, Wednesday, then you're going to go ahead and add on another $300 shopping spree or a $300 shopping spree, because maybe you didn't get Rich Rewards level 1, but in the entire calendar month, Park Lane month, you did the 4,000, you're still going to qualify for level 3. So put a thumbs up if that makes sense, if you understand how that works. All right.
Isn't it amazing that it adds up to $550 worth of jewelry that you choose,
Yep.
plus the value of the ensemble of the month. To me, this very much looks like a brown version of the Azure necklace, which is currently selling for $98, and then the earrings on top of it. So this is going to be really, really a fantastic.
And I'm fairly sure. Maybe it's here in the thing. It's Tiger's Eye. It's what I.
Yeah. Oh, so right here. The necklace is retail of $96, and so are the earrings. $200 value this month.
That is insane. Yeah, so good, so generous. But guess what? There's more.
And there is more. We can also earn Rich Rewards from team building. So take a look at these levels, everyone. When you have 2 personal recruits that you start up in the month of April or any given month moving forward, and they go ahead to qualify in their first 5 weeks, which they still get the 5 weeks. So if you recruit somebody who starts in April and qualifies in their 5 weeks, which may include some of May, then you still earn the Rich Rewards. You earn a $300 shopping spree with 2 recruits that you start and then qualify in their first 5 weeks. And in a month that you have 4, that's another $300 worth of jewelry. So that's a total of $600 that you can also now add on for your team building, in addition to the $550. So we're talking $1,100 plus every single month available for your Rich Rewards program.
Yeah.
So now, if you are wondering, oh, what did I do here? We're back. So we really do like to support you in that team building and also to help you get the raises that you get, because free jewelry is great, but I know that you all, going back to the very first thing we said, right? You joined this business to make money. If you just wanted a hobby, you all could have went and joined a bowling league. You could be watching YouTube videos, learning how to knit. And if you do those things, that's great. But we came here today to show you what's possible and to teach you how to make the most amount of money. So if you were to earn those Rich Rewards levels of the team building, that would also include a raise for you. So the first way that you can get a raise is by simply having one new person join your team. And just so that you know, the vast majority of the way that occurs is a friend or a family member joining your team. And if you think about it, how many times have you ever had a job somewhere where a friend or family member was like, "Oh, could you get me a job there?" Like, even with going back to like when you were a teenager and you worked at the ice cream place and your best friend was like, "Can I get a job at the ice cream place?" And now you have so much fun working with your friends. This is the grown-up version of that, where you're going to share this business with a friend or a family member, because it's only a two-step process to get this raise. Step one is that you have a Park Lane month in which you sold 1,000. Now, go ahead and comment 1,000 if you already have 1,000 in, because some of you that are watching this have already put your launch party in that your leader helped you with. That probably went in at 1,000. And if not, then that's what your April will be for then, right? To get your 1,000 in. Step two is that your recruit starts up and puts 1,000 in their first 5 weeks. Now, of course, what we try to do as your leaders is do a launch party for that person that we are trying to put in at 1,000 as well. And if it takes a second show or what have you, that's fine too. But when that person puts in their 1,000 in that first 5 weeks, that makes you eligible to get that new title. And more importantly, that new commission rate, because when you promote to branch, the best part of that promotion is that you earn now 5% more of your personal sales. So instead of a party, you're earning 30% commission, you're now earning 35% commission. Now, just to give you an idea of what money-wise that actually is, if you were to do a very average $600 party, right now, today, your paycheck on that would be $180. Now, of course, that's a great paycheck. You sat in your chair, you showed jewelry for 30 minutes, you took online orders, or you went to someone's home, you hung out, you ate their snacks, you drank their beverages, and you left with a $600 party, and you're making $180. Amazing. But when you're a branch making 35%, that same exact amount of effort yields you a $210 paycheck. And not just that one time, every party that you do forever and ever, unless you promote again and are earning more. That raise is never taken away. It never goes down. It never changes in any way unless you were to promote to the next level where you would be earning more. So I really would love for you to think about who is a friend or a family member that likes jewelry, that was at your party and said, "Wow, this was fun. I liked what I got." We're going to actually help you with some list making in a couple minutes. But just bear in mind that when someone says to you, "Hey, how much did your kit cost?" Or do you have to go to a lot of meetings, or did anyone train you on what to do, or did you have to spend a lot of money on other things besides your kit? I know you might think that they're asking out of curiosity or to just for your own well-being or whatever, but what they're really wondering is, how much would I have to spend? How much time? Is someone going to train me? That's really what those questions are. So when you hear questions like that, please make sure that you reach out to your leader and say, "Hey, my cousin Cheryl asked some of those questions that Michelle talked about at New Stylist Training. What do I do now?" Let us help you. The other way that we help you is through our free jewels chat that we do every single Monday. Jen's going to share about that.
Yeah, so we're going to show you this group, and maybe you're probably already in the group, but our Shine On and Party group, That is where every single Monday we do a stream of a chat with a couple of leaders that come in and just answer the top 4 questions that we often hear. Just a way that people can come on and ask questions in the comments as well. It's a very just easy, non-threatening way for them to be a fly on the wall, to get some information, and then fill out a quick survey. They are entered in to win free jewelry every single week when they fill out that survey. And then you're going to know, and we're going to know, hey, this is someone that's a 3. Maybe they'd like to host a decider party, right? Or, oh my gosh, this person's a 5 and they're ready to go ahead and sign up, right? This may be something that you know about them, but oftentimes we find that people just want some more information and they need to hear somebody else sharing that information. There are so many studies that have been done about how people just need a third person to just hear information. You can be saying how much fun you're having, which you should be. You can be saying that you have great leaders, which you should be, right? And that you're getting support. Those are all great things. But hearing somebody else say it, even if it's the exact same thing and same way that you're saying it, it clicks with people. And so that's why we do this week after week, so that you don't have to know all the answers.
Right.
All you have to say is, I'm having so much fun. I would love for you to come and join our free jewelry chat on Monday night and listen to see if this is information that might be good for you or somebody else that you know, right? It's as simple as that.
It really is. We want to make it as simple as for you as possible. So, and there's several ways to share the info too, because we do have the Shine On and Party group, which many of you are already in. You've participated in events with us. We have all kinds of fun stuff going on in there all the time. We also have the team public business page, and we stream things to that as well, including this chat, the business opportunity chat every Monday night, so that you can click the share button and put that version of it into your VIP group, into your launch party, so that they can see that. You can share it into any party that you're doing that you have a Facebook group for. If you created your own business page, you can share it to that. You can share it to your regular Facebook profile. But we try to make it so that there's something public that you can share anywhere you want. We also have YouTube recorded versions, so that if someone's not on Facebook, there's something for you to share there as well. So never are you left with being unable to share this. We wanted to make it as easy for you as possible. Plus, when they come on and they complete the survey, they win a piece of jewelry. So that's really bottom line. Hey, Fran, my new, jewelry business, we're doing a giveaway tonight for a piece of jewelry. If you just want to spend 20 minutes watching this live, can I send you the link to where it's going to be? That's it.
Easy.
Let them watch, let them fill out a form. Like Jen said, you can't even believe what we end up finding out.
Yeah.
So, all right. Now with that, let's get your business going, right? We want to help you build your group. We want to help you do your launch party, or maybe even a second launch party. And we want to help you book more parties so that you can make that money, so that you can earn those rich rewards. So Jen is going to take you through a real quick list building activity. So this is where you're going to take out your piece of paper and a pen, so that you're not going to overthink. You're just going to scribble down names as Jen shoots out some ideas. Okay, so you got your pen and your paper. Again, we're not overthinking. We're writing fast.
Yeah. We always say, where there's people, there's possibilities, right? And so we want to help you to gather up the people. We want to help you to think of people so that you can get in front of them and that you're going to be able to share Park Lane with them in lots of capacities, as a customer, as a host, as a new stylist. Okay. So these are some just categories of people that you just want to quick, like Michelle said, write 3 to 5 names down as fast as you can. Okay. Who is the most competitive person that you know? All right. We find that competitive people are great at a business like this, right? Or they're also great customers because they like to win things and we like to give away things. So who are 3 to 5 people that are the most competitive people? Maybe they're the ones that are hosting game nights, right? Who is the easiest person to talk to? Who is a person that's just a great listener, someone that you are going to pick up the phone and call when you've got something happening in your life and you want to just chat with them? Maybe they're people that are just great at conversation. All right. Here's a great one. If you had $1,000 that you could invest in 10 people, that you would say, I'm going to put my money on this person because I think that they would be really great at this business, who would that be? All right. And maybe somebody that you know that is in direct sales, another leader in another company that you know has a great network of people. All right. Who would you put your money on and say, that person would be so good at this, or they are so good at this type of industry? All right. Next category would be, who do you know that has been successful at direct sales? Okay. Kind of falls into that same category. The next one is, who is the most connected person that you know? People that are in industries where they're around people a lot, like realtors, right? Who sits on any kind of board of directors of places. People that are good connectors, right? They know so many people. You go out in public with them and they're always running into people that they know. Who are those people? Because those are people that are going to help you to also get to know more people, and they're going to be able to bring people to you and have a great party as a host. Maybe they're going to be a great stylist because they already have a good network of people as well. So those are some great quick categories. Take some time. Maybe you want to just jot down the questions, go back to the replay, jot down the questions, and then continue to expound on this list. But those are quick ones. But Michelle, I think we need to invite one more person for sure to our party, and that is my friend Frank. Do you like to invite Frank? I like to invite Frank.
We totally need to invite Frank. All right, so now take your piece, with that piece of paper, you're going to write Frank down the side, because now we're going to say who's Frank. Who is Frank? All right, F is for friends. Who are some friends that just jump right off the top of your head? Remember, you have friends from over your whole life. When I was getting started in this business, I invited 2 friends from college to have parties with me, but one was like in my theater group of friends, and then one was in my dorm group of friends. So that was 2 entirely different friend groups. And then I also thought of my friends. What was that other one? Oh, no. So anyway, that there's going to be all different categories of friends in your life, past, present, lots of different, and also reach around, right? Who are maybe the wives of your husband's best friend, or the girls at work, like things like that, although that's a different category. But there's lots of different friends in your circle. Okay, so that's our F. R, that's your relatives. And again, there's a lot of different relatives, right? What about like when you go to the block party at your brother's house in the summer, and then the neighbor that you see all the time that you chit chat with? That's reaching around, right? Because it's somebody you know through your relatives, but she's not really your relative, right? I don't have sisters, so I went with my husband's female cousins. They had some of my launch parties when I was getting started. And again, they were people who didn't know my college friends, who didn't know the other people that were hosting with me. So as you're making these lists of who can I invite to my launch party, who can I invite to my second party, who can host with me as I'm getting started, we're trying to reach out into different directions. And here's the flip side of that. If you are somebody with a lot of cousins, right? Your mother's side has tons of cousins, and you do a party with just those cousins. Now here's what happens. You're trying to book new parties, and you are going to ask each person, but let's say Gina says yes. What is every other cousin now going to say? Oh, I'll see you at Gina's. Oh, Gina booked? I'll go to Gina's party. Well, now there's nobody else booking, and you got one show booked. Whereas if you had your cousins and your coworkers and your husband's coworkers and your cousins from your dad's side of the family and your neighbors, somebody from each of those 5 would book. And at the exact same party, not only would you have more sales because you diversified, but you'd have more bookings because you diversified. That's why we have to think of all these different ones. So we did friends, relatives. A is like associates, right? Like, who do you know through? Maybe that's going to be the people that you know from like your local VFW, people that you know because you're in the Lions Club, the gym, your dance studio, or like things that you do, your pickleball team, all kinds of things that you do. They're your associates. That's the type of people you're putting into that category. FRAN is your neighbors. Yeah, there's the neighbors you have now, but what about your neighbors from your old house? What about the girls who live down the hall from you in college? What about the people that you know from things you do with your neighbors, right? My people next door here are always having a party, and you start to get to know the people who are always over there. That's part of the neighbor category, right? K, people you know through kids. If you have kids, there's a lot of parents, right? There's a lot of moms. Jen is the queen of signing up to Park Lane. Everyone in the school mom parking, the car pickup, right? They go to the pickup, and then she's wearing the jewelry. They're placing orders. They're joining her team, because that's all the people she knows through kids. But what about the people that you know through other people's kids, through nieces and nephews, through any type of event or function that kids are at? Think through that as well. And then FRANK, are we doing S? People that you know through, S is really 2 different ones, right? Social media, right? So people that you know through your social media. I definitely have gotten shows with like the girl who sat behind me in homeroom, shockingly enough, because we're still in touch on social media and they're seeing your posts. There's just lots of ways to contact people through that. And then what's the other S? Isn't there 2
S? A spouse or partner's connection.
Yes.
You kind of already touched on that.
Yeah. That sometimes falls into the relative category, but think that through as well. So that's a lot of people. And remember, lists like this are always in flux, right? Because there's always new people coming into your life. There's always a new kid at the school drop-off. There's always a new girl at Zumba class. There's the new girl who came walking this week. All of those things are people that we can build relationships with over time. And then, of course, as you get to know each other and she notices you wear more jewelry than the average bear, she's going to start asking about it. Or you're hosting something in your home. You're hosting your launch party. You're hosting a follow-up. You're hosting a party because if we have a new collection that came out, then you're able to start inviting people. We don't just attack brand new people. We form relationships, and then we share things that we're doing. Now, you may be saying, what am I saying to these people, right? Now, we want to show you some resources that we have for you. So I'm going to go back to the screen share for a moment. And this time, what I'm going to do is bring you back to the group that you're in right now, which is our Team Shine On group. We try to really keep everything that you need for your business for day-to-day here in this group. So this is our Team Shine On group, which is where you're watching this training right now. And the main part, what you'll find here all the time is reminders, recognition, trainings taking place, welcomes to new stylists, all of that stuff. But when you want to really get moving here on your business, you're going to go into the guides section. From your phone, it looks different, but we're on the computer. So for guides, and what we have here for you in this whole first section is things that help you with getting started. So did you choose your starter kit yet? If not, watch this video first. It's also helpful in choosing your rich rewards, both in terms of what's allowed to be chosen and in terms of what sells well, in terms of all kinds of things that's helpful for. What do I say at a party? Well, there's a script that you can follow. It's also a Word document in the files. Now, as you are inviting people to things, there's a file here asking people, to book a show with you. And then this one even shows a whole bunch of different things for all kinds of invitations, inviting people to your VIP group, inviting people to come to a show, inviting people to the free Jules call. All of these things are things that you're going to find some great examples that you can even store these, copy and paste this whole thing into the Notes app on your phone. That way you have it there to edit anytime you want. So I find this file to be extremely helpful, as do many of our new people. And lots, like I said, lots of just versions of this. You're going to find trainings here as well about how to explain the sale, because people will take more advantage of all the parts of the sale if they understand it. They understand it when you understand it. Same thing with the host rewards. People will book a show when they understand what they get for doing so. So you're going to find things in the guides for how to enter a show. We don't want you to spend time stressed out over how to enter something on the computer, right? The worst thing in the world is to be on the phone with someone who's like, okay, so click at top right. Do you see where it says, oh wait, no, I mean left. Okay, so top left, click create show. I think it's a red, oh wait, no, they changed it to pink. It's a pink button. And now you know how you're on there like, I don't see it, I don't where. And then the person, things get changed on the computer. We're telling you where the wrong. Anything that involves doing on the computer, how to make a cart and send it to a customer, right? How to enter the show, how to get a show even open in your back office. We have videos for all of that, because I personally find that extremely stressful. So if I hate it, I have to assume a lot of other people hate it, because what I would recommend is you sit at one device, say your computer, and watch it from your phone. Vice versa is also fine. But when they say, click here, pause the video, click there, get the screen you need, then hit play again, so that you can be taken through these things at a pace that's appropriate for yourself, at a time that's convenient for you. So maybe your leader lives in a different time zone and you get up real early. You don't have to wait for your leader to wake up to have your questions answered, to open your show, to create a cart. That's why we have the guides for you. Because I know you all know how to binge, right? Comment binge if you have binged a show ever on Hulu, on Netflix, on any of those things. If you know how to click a queue and keep going through binging things, remember, that's fun to do, but it doesn't earn you any money. If you start binging and then taking action on what you learn in these guides, because you can read all the words in the world, but if you don't actually say the words, if you don't actually copy and paste the words into some of these messages, right, then you're just being a professional student. Using it is what's going to make you that money. So let's get those shows on the calendar, right? So now you feel like, okay, I have my calendar. I want to get some shows booked. Remember, if you've already done your launch party, you can do another one. You can do a party in your name as often as you want, because when you're the hostess, that means you get to decide what gets done with the host credit, right? So let's say you take another 10 orders because there's a $7 deal of the day and all these people want to place orders. Put them on a party that's in your back office, so that then when it hits 10 orders or however many orders it is, you get the host credit. So you can decide, you know what, I'm going to raffle off 2 $100 shopping sprees among everybody who ordered. And then the other 200, I'm going to keep and build my kit a little bit, right? That's totally allowed. You can do that however you want. So we recommend that and we encourage that. But how about as we're getting shows on the calendar, so important to get the dates nailed down. Jen, how do you do it?
Yeah. So, when you go to a dentist, right, you're going to your dentist appointment, you've done your cleaning and they're ready to book your 6 months, right? the receptionist opens up their big planner book and they're like, okay, 6 months from now will be July. I have the week of the 15th open. Do you want afternoons again, like today? How about, the 7th or the 14th? How does that work, right? They're giving you 2 options. Guess what? They do that because it works. It narrows down our minds to say, oh yeah, okay, the 7th I can't do, but the 14th is great. I'll go ahead and take that one. In the afternoon, 2 o'clock. Yep, good, done, booked, right? They're not saying, I have July open. What would you like in July? No.
Right now you're
like, yeah, because then you're like, oh, 4th of July, National Dog Day, Happy Coffee Day, right? Like, no. Like, and they're not open, right? They're not open after 5 o'clock. So you're not going to say, I want a Tuesday at 7 p.m. No.
Right.
So guess what? We are going to do that same thing. You are going to be in control of your calendar, and you're going to decide when you want to work. When are you going to do your parties? If they're online, are they certain days online? Are you going to do Sundays and Thursdays because what works into your schedule? Are you going to offer brunches on a Saturday or brunches on a Sunday? Maybe that works with your calendar. So first you got to decide when you're working. And then from there, that's what you're going to give as an option. You may say something like, would you like a weekday or a weekend? Right? That's the first question. Then they're going to say what they want. A Thursday night sounds great. Okay, great. I have April 18th or the 25th open. Oh yeah, the 25th is great, actually. Done. Write the name in the calendar. I do not care if you are booking for April 25th or August 25th, right? The goal is to get the name on the calendar, because once it's on the calendar, then it will happen. And you can then follow up and proceed, because when you get to August 1st, then you're going to contact Miss August 25th and you're going to say, I am so excited for your show this month. This is the new line that we have out. I can't wait to share it with you and your friends, right? But if someone says, oh yeah, probably sometime in August, and you say, okay, I'll get back to you then, you're going to forget. You're going to forget.
Yeah.
We all do. So when you have a name on a calendar, that's a booking. So 2 options always, all right? Give people 2 options until they say yes. Even if they say it's going to be far away, no problem. You know what? August is really a busy month for me, so I'd like to go ahead and get your name on a spot held for you. I don't care if it's a busy month or not for you, right? Like, you are in control of your calendar. And so you want to put those days in there that you want to book. And guess what? When you get to August and you're taking a vacation on August 25th, then you can readjust from there. But you can't readjust if you don't have anything on your calendar.
To adjust.
Exactly.
Now, when you're in person, keep in mind, you want your calendar notated with everything you have going on, because the worst thing is to open up an empty calendar. That creates no sense of urgency if you are in person doing a show. And then you're like, oh, great, you'd like April. And then you open up your calendar and a tumbleweed blows out. They are going to change the date 50 times. There's no sense of urgency to book something. Make sure that all of your obligations are written in there. Number 1, so that you don't accidentally book something on a date that you don't have. And number 2, to create that sense of urgency to not only take the date, but keep the date. And then when you're doing your online parties, maximize your time. On a Sunday night that you have a hostess at 7 p.m., then the next hostess who wants an online party on a Sunday, offer them 8 p.m. of that same night. Because once you set up your jewelry, blow out your hair, put your makeup on, let's maximize that evening, right? You're going to do the party demo online with friends from 7 to 7:25, 7:30. Then you have 30 minutes to kind of respond to people that answer quickly, do some wish lists, change your jewelry back to the beginning of the show jewelry, straighten up around you. Then at 8 o'clock, you do that. Then at 8:30, you get to wash your face, put your pajamas on, sit on the couch, and do cards for the rest of the night. So maximize your time as far as in-person and as far as online parties. And knowing what you want, as we're wrapping this up here, Knowing what you want is the most important part about being successful here. Because I want you to remember this: success in this business is the achievement of a goal that you set, which means if you're, let's say, so for myself, when I started this business, I needed $600 in order to be considered successful. $600 was what my husband and I needed to pay the COBRA. At the time, I was a teacher on maternity leave. So if I did 2, 3, however many it would take, I estimated 3 parties. If I did 3 parties and I made $600, then I could deem my business a success, because the $600 I needed was now going to pay that COBRA, and I could continue to be the stay-at-home mom that I wanted to be. And then when that happens, my husband and I were able to high five. We were so excited. And then to make an adjustment, hey, since I only needed to do 3 parties, why not do 5 parties and have some extra on top of the COBRA? Oh, somebody joins the team and you make more. Let me do some more of that. And I was able to proceed on from there. But if I changed the goal, that was my choice. And when my leader did the recognition and somebody else sold 1,000, it didn't make me feel less successful, because I didn't come here initially to earn 1,000. I came here to earn 600, and I did. So I want you to really think about, what's your number? Extra money is not the number, because that has no meaning. I want you to put a number on what is going to mean success for you. And if you need help making the number, that's fine. Maybe you want to tell us what it is you're looking to pay, right? Did you come here to make your car payment? Okay, how much is it? And then we can help you do a breakdown of how many shows that will take. Is it something that you're saving towards? Is it something that you're paying down, right? Jen has paid off her and her husband's student loans from her Park Lane business. She was able to replace a full-time income with her Park Lane business. We have team members able to retire early, who have done extra vacations with their family, all kinds of things, because they knew the number, they knew the goal. And that's what is the definition of success here. So please set up an appointment with your leader and or recruiter, where you are going to talk about your goals, and where we're going to do with you what's called the GLAM plan. And we're going to go down a checklist of things, of the things you need to do in order to be on track to get started, as well as to identify your success number, your number of shows, whatever it's going to take to meet that goal of success with you personally. And then we're going to be able to celebrate with you each and every time that you meet those goals. So thank you so much, everyone, for taking this time to focus on your business. We're going to put the links to the additional Facebook groups that you need, which is the Shine On and Party group, where the free Jewels call takes place, as well as what we call the one-stop group, which is the group where all of our social media posts are housed, your Facebook party, the images, the things you're going to post in your daily VIP group posts. So we're going to put those there for you. You'll be approved into those groups. And we are just so excited that you are here, not just at Park Lane, but on this team. So thanks for joining us and investing in yourself tonight. Jen, thanks so much for helping out with this tonight. We always appreciate your expertise. And we will see you all real soon.